Hey guys, today is day 311 of the challenge. So this week, my primary focus is really fixing or figuring out a system or a plan of some sort so that way I have consistent lead flow coming in with this agent that I have as well. I really want to make sure that I'm putting him in the best position, of course, the business in a good position to have that consistent lead flow. And I'm exploring a couple different options. One thing that I was looking at because I heard about there's a lot of course, big companies that spend a lot of money on marketing and advertising, and apparently there's a way in which you can kind of tap into uh, some of their marketing and some of what works. And so I was exploring that a little bit today. Maybe let me see, probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is kind of a lot going on, but I'm going to try to see if I can actually implement uh, doing some advertising, taking advantage of that marketing that either works, number one, or the marketing that some of these bigger companies have done, just so that way I can see how that works and try that out and see if it can actually produce the results that I'm looking for. Then also, I want to have a webinar this week. So I'm planning for Friday at the latest to have a webinar. And I'm going to start off on something very simple, which is final expense insurance. Covering burial cremation expenses. I think that's just a good avenue for me to start off with first, just because it's extremely easy, and it's something that a lot of people need. Um, I'm a huge advocate of making sure at the very minimum, if you don't have like $20,000 to $30,000, or your family doesn't have $20,000 to $30,000, then at the very least you should have final expense insurance. So that way, if you happen to pass away, your family won't have to struggle to have to cover those expenses. So I'm looking at those two options, and then to see if I can how I can leverage using those options to get more customers and stuff like that. If the webinar is great, and there's a good success rate with doing that, I'll continue with those webinars, and I need to start having those more regularly anyway, because there's just a lot to educate people on, and I think that's something very simple and easy that is not confusing. I think that there's a lot within life insurance that's not confusing, but sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming for people when there's so many different options. But yeah, so tomorrow I have my day jam packed, and at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that I'm effective and producing results. So we'll see. But that's it for today, guys. This is my journey to business and entrepreneurship. I will see you guys tomorrow.